I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since
I simply needed to feel better. It had been for such a long time. And since I felt kindness, Smith is monitoring up. And it's no time like the present I was attempting to outshine Tom Cruise. As far as advancement, he's so cutthroat. Definitely no doubt no, except for you, Tom, is unsurpassable. He's the most significant level of close talker. Two definitely, no doubt no, 'cause he'll ensure he'll make he simply maintains that you should comprehend what he said in stunning development. Jada Pinkett is moving from one individual to another, without him as a top priority, and he's at last tired of it currently. She has eyes on another elite big name, and you won't think about who it is. I was pissed to the point that I needed to have a wedding. I went crying down the dagnab. I'll get hitched subsequent to declaring her split from her significant other of 7 years in her genuine journal. Commendable. Jada is prepared to continue on with another sentiment, and she said on. In all honesty, Tom Cruise, the most smoking entertainer in Hollywood, might this be the beginning of another influence at some point couple? This isn't suddenly, since Jada and Tom have been in similar circle for quite a long time. Jada has consistently gone on and on about Tom being a genuine virtuoso, as well as perhaps of the best-looking man she at any point looked at. An insider uncovered to the Public Inquirer they have a truly impressive security, yet the timing's never been appropriate for sentiment. What's miserable is that on the off chance that this is valid, Will is losing his better half and his companion. We as a whole realized it was all going downhill after Jada Pinkett Smith uncovered she has been isolated from Will Smith for a really long time, yet we didn't anticipate that they should crash this quick. There are such countless astounding things in the book, yet what shocked me the most that I truly needed to rehash it, since I said, is this genuine right, was that in 2016 you and Will concluded that you planned to carry on with totally different lives. It was anything but a separation on paper, yet it was a separation, so from the year 2016, which is a long time back now. Yes, you all have been art in a real-to-life interview. Jada focused on her long division from the acclaimed entertainer who she wedded in 1997. She said they had been residing separated for a very long time, yet indicated a potential compromise. Individuals near the couple said they were dealing with their relationship. As a general rule, it seems like Will got caught unaware by his caring spouse. Jada has additionally been standing up on different digital recording and television appearances about this split, yet an insider uncovered that she didn't have Will's consent to air their grimy clothing out in broad daylight. Presently, he's left inclination more castrated than any other time. The anonymous source likewise added that Will realizes he should be key, as there's $400 million on the line, yet he's harmed and furious. And this is the straw that broke the camel's back. The boat has cruised among him and Jada, and everybody knows it. He presumably still loves her, yet what she did is in excess of this. Isn't whenever Jada first embarrassed Will too after Will went after humorous Chris Rock in front of an audience at the 2022 service. Will is accounted for to feel embarrassed and deceived. Who wouldn't feel as such? He protected his significant other from a mean remark, yet she felt humiliated for what he's done. Gracious wow. Will Smith smacked the out of me. On top of that, Will got restricted from going to the Oscars and Institute occasions for the following 10 years after he got up on the stage and slapped half Chris for poking a fun at Jada. Truly, she likewise conceded. Once that Will's Oscar slap was the crucial second she chose to remain with him, realized it would have been an extreme response. And you realize that was the second that I concluded that I plan to remain close by him. You know, it's interesting the way in which extraordinary circumstances can enhance love. The assertions she delivers are confounding more often than not, yet one thinks without a doubt many individuals feel terrible for Will having these happen to him. It seems as though Will is at last petitioning for legal separation from his alienated wife. You figure all the embarrassment would stop there, yet presently she's wanting to date Will's companion there are, as of now, reports that Jada is showing her relationship with Tom Cruise. The Red Casual Conversation show thinks the top firearm star would be an ideal accomplice for her after she gets separated from Smith. It seems gives the idea that Jada and Tom have a truly impressive security, as the two have been old buddies since they featured an activity film, guarantees that the timing hasn't been great with the couple, and they've forever been matched with others. So what's the genuine score between the two, you ask? Is she just doing this to screw with Will's head? Or is she not kidding about dating Tom Cruise? It seems like the affection bug has nibbled quite possibly of the most popular VIP on the planet, and Jadu's one of them. This is additionally so opportune in light of the fact that Tom is searching for another driving woman. Two they as of now share similar interests. Separated from understanding how to reside under the spotlight, they're both into driving quick vehicles and cruisers and skydiving. Assuming Tom has a sword, it should be somebody who has genuinely put resources into Scientology, and Jada thoroughly possesses all the necessary qualities, despite the fact that she isn't essential for the religion. She involves the congregation's essential review manual for self-teaching her children, Jaden and Willow. You get prepared on the most proficient method to do this. You first arrangement with it. With a snicker, you realize like it's exhausting. And the thing is to dishonor the realities. That is the reason I said then Jada is a Scientologist. Since there's not a great explanation for Jada to do that other than fair gaming in her genuine diary, commendable Jada shares her biography from experiencing childhood in Baltimore to turning into a Hollywood star. And past, she additionally spills a few tea on the mission unimaginable entertainer and his energy for soil bicycles from the get-go in our fellowship, Tom. And I figured out we shared an affection for bikes. And I was really energized when we made an arrangement to ride on his soil bicycle track. The entertainer composes taking in the scenery. I had no misgivings about attempting to leap off a little slope just to feel the excitement of getting air. The issue was that in the wake of going up the bicycle, and I slid quickly to the ground, and I was unable to figure out how to land the bicycle. Clearly, Tom hurried to her side to ensure she was okay. She keeps finding the boldness is simpler when somebody trusts you like Tom. With me getting back on the bicycle, she focuses on how the top weapon star turned into her companion in those days, and how Hazard helped her face his track again. Have you played Find the Stowaway at Marvelous? This is the point at which our children were minuscule okay. And Tom cherished games. That was the general purpose of Tom, was fun like that. So I realized she sort of caused it to appear to be somewhat unusual, yet it truly wasn't. It was only a lot of us fooling around with our children. For what reason didn't we understand? She had a weakness for him. Sooner rehashing this entry, it appears as though she's been into him for quite a while now during security. She concedes that Cruz could see past her exterior of being dependably in charge. He detected when she felt shaky or disgraceful. Even without her expression, she reviews how he would support her before they face the media or the fans. Tom would investigate her eyes and say, "Look at me," right, without flinching, and say, "Always remember how savvy and skilled you are currently. Go out there and make someone grin since you shook their hand on honorary pathway today." That is a private discussion between companions, not too far off. On the off chance that you ask us clearly, they couldn't be together. Obviously, we should not neglect Will in the image he truly discussed how great of an individual Tom is during a new meeting with Kevin Hart. You just got to know. And afterward you attempt to chuckle and cross your AR back up. He'll return right in there. He's forceful. That is the forceful comp nature. I'm happy that you see that. Also, I'm happy you see that to all affection, Tom. This is something that no other individual will let you know. We were letting you know it draws near, yet it's a decent grade, it's a decent close beneficial thing. Many individuals are shielding him online, regardless of whether they're his fans. One individual jokes, "Everyone is dating Jada Pinkett Smith," with the exception of Will Smith or egomaniacs. Don't date, not to mention wed, each other one more conjectured. Truly I accept Jada is envious of Will Smith. A ton of hitched couples are extremely desirous of one another. I believe she's desirous of how enormous of a star he became, how much everybody loves him, the cash. And she's wounded by his undertakings. She surrendered her profession. There are still certain individuals who feel that Jada and Tom may be ideally suited for one another. He's had his reasonable portion of dramatization. Two Tom and Nicole Kidman split in a harsh 2001 separation. And it's been broadly detailed that this is a direct result of Nicole's refusal to turn into a committed individual from his congregation. Then Tom and Katie Holmes wedded in 2006 and later separated from in 2012. Everybody's platitude. This is a result of his convictions. And there's no proof countering that thought. Did you realize Tom basically ghosted Will Smith? Yes, a similar Will Smith, who is Jada's better half and one of Tom's old buddies, evidently Tom and Will used to hang out a ton, particularly when they were both shooting in New York. They even went to one another's film debuts and lauded each other's work. Tom had been accomplishing some uncredited work on Will's I Am Legend. However, at that point, Tom quit reaching Will enthusiastic and serious. Will comes to the guard of his dear companion, Tom Cruise, whom some have condemned for his energetic stand on Scientology. It seems like it drives you crazy that individuals have gone after him in view of what he accepted. When I sit and I talk with Tom Cruise, he is quite possibly of the best soul that I've at any point met. A source near the two entertainers uncovered that Will and Tom shared a unique security, and seeing him with Jada would be a horrible materialized for the disputable entertainer. He said that you gave him no less than 15-20 pages. You're truly close, Aaron. You bet.